There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, should I forgive my wife who cheated? Answer by Sapna Singh. Only if you still love her and feel like spending the rest of life with her. But it's not easy for you now. It will be quite a tough task to accept this fact that she has cheated upon you. Whenever you'll see phone in her hands, you'll doubt. Whenever she'll tell you that she is going out with friends, you'll doubt. So now there will come a lots of circumstances when you'll feel like she is still cheating upon you. But man, maybe she is not. If she has done something like that or looked out of her marriage, then there must been some sort of misunderstanding between you two. You might have lacked somewhere in fulfilling her desires too. See, this is a common problem with men. They think that they are working day and night, making money, spending his entire day in office, and sometimes end up working at home is all they need to do because that's what a man do for his family to make a living. But dude, that's not your only thing which will help you keep your relationship. Who will listen to your wife when she needs an S-holder? After all, if she has spent an entire day working at home and office too, trust me, I'm a woman and the first person who comes to my mind is my husband. See, whether you accept this or not, but women does overwork. Managing home and office is not an easy task. She needs you to do that. After all she is doing is for you and her family. She needs to be loved too and appreciated. Sex is not the only thing to keep the relationship. Sex without feeling and love is like food without salt. A tender touch is much powerful. A forehead kiss is more effective than a passionate kiss. If you really want her, make her feel loved. She needs that right now. Prioritize her. Don't make her feel that she has done some crime that will destroy everything. Rather, try talking to her, confront her, ask her where you lacked in giving her all the love that she needed. Listen to her. You might not accept what she is saying, but right now accepting and saying a sorry will be best if you want to solve it. And then shower her with love. Trust me, she never wanted to think about someone else. She is still yours. Answer by Next Govain. Finding out your spouse cheated can be devastating. It can shatter your life. It can make you angrier than you ever thought you could be. It can cause gut-wrenching sadness, and worst of all, make you feel like the trust you thought you had meant nothing. Might help. This is how I saved my marriage. Pete Manoi Medium. There are countless factors to consider in deciding which avenue to take, so I'm going to offer both the case for forgiving and the case for divorce. In closing, the decision of forgiving or divorcing is yours, and believe me, it isn't easy. I always tell people to trust your gut. Try to think of your future. Then, think about your past, the happy times, before the cheating. Do you want to try to recapture that? Also, think about how worth it is to save the marriage. Divorce isn't easy. It is devastating and involves a long process of healing. But, you can't stay with someone in a bad situation because you are afraid of divorce. Because divorced people end up happy, too. It just takes a lot of time and hard work. So, forgive or divorce? Tough call. Be honest with yourself and have the courage to feel confident with whatever choice you make, even if it's the more difficult one, whether that is staying or leaving. Answer by Bill Sampson. I tried that. In divorce court now. Bottom line is the word wife and not girlfriend. She is incapable of keeping a vow. Personally, I would never do it again. Trust is gone at that point. If you do go the counseling route, make sure you choose the counselor yourself. My ex hired a counselor that turned out to be a hitman against me. She claimed I was inappropriate with my daughter. He tried to back her up. Believe it or not, it was types that actually was able to discover their plan. Yeah, the types that everyone hates. Unfortunately for me, even with the overwhelming evidence, a judge left her in the house, and while I was out, she still destroyed every personal item of mine. Do yourself a favor and dump a cheater. You will save a lot of money in the long run. Start planning now. Also, be aware that women have a plenty of help, women's services, shelters, free law advice, etc. Go ahead and look it up. Men are not represented at all.